When you log into ClearPulse for the very first time, you'll land on the Start Here page. This is your launchpad for any new analysis. The ClearPulse portal is split into two sections, the left-hand side control panel and the right-hand side results panel. You'll find this layout common across all pages. ClearPulse allows you to keep all conversations organized into campaigns and subcampaigns. Think of campaigns and subcampaigns as data holders. They help you group reviews by an aggregation parameter. For example, all conversations related to a brand, a specific time period, a market, or even the communication channels such as LinkedIn, X, or any other parameter you find useful. You can have any number of subcampaigns under a single campaign. Later, you can choose to analyze by a specific subcampaign or at an overall level. Let's see how to create a campaign and a subcampaign. Suppose I'm analyzing reviews for Holiday Inn, and I want to keep the conversation separated by markets. I'd create a campaign called Holiday Inn, then add a subcampaign for New York. I will also select the industry the conversation represents. It is important to pay attention to the industry selection, because this is the only place where you set the industry. We'll see more about this shortly. All conversations within this campaign are assumed to be associated with the chosen industry. How does this help? By selecting the industry at the campaign level, you enable the ClearPulse engine to associate the right topics relevant to that industry. Later, if I want to study Holiday Inn in San Francisco, I can create another sub-campaign under the same campaign. This way, you can work on multiple brands and sub-brands in parallel while keeping their data neatly separated. Now let's take a quick look at topics, emotions, and actionability. ClearPulse currently supports 12 industries. You can view the topics for each industry by selecting the T from T, EA, on the navigation bar here. T is for topics, E is for emotions, and A is for actionability. Let's take a moment to view each of them. As an example, I've selected the fintech industry. Let's first look at the system topics. These include categories like accounts and wallets, app and website, cards and payments, and so on. Each topic also has multiple subtopics. For example, app and website has subtopics such as app keeps crashing, fingerprint or face ID not working, notifications not received, and more. When you upload conversations, the ClearPulse engine reads each review and associates up to 3 topics and subtopics relevant to that review. This gives you both a broad understanding of the large topics and granular detail with subtopics. That's why it's important to select the right industry. Otherwise, the entire analysis could go to waste. What you see here are system topics, which are already built in. If you subscribe to a Pro or Enterprise account, you can also add your own topics and subtopics. Just click Add Your Topic. First, select the industry, then provide your topic and subtopic. Make sure your topics are unique and not overlapping with existing ones. All topics you add will be visible only to you, and they will be used only for your reviews. User-generated topics and subtopics are not shared with anyone else. Once added, they'll appear as user-defined topics under the industry. Now, let's take a look at emotions. ClearPulse goes beyond simple positive, negative, and neutral sentiment. It associates 10 different emotions, 4 positive, 4 negative, and 2 neutral. Like topics, emotions are also tagged automatically. A single review may carry multiple emotions. For example, if someone writes that the store layout was confusing and staff seemed unhelpful, ClearPulse automatically tags store layout and navigation and staff helpfulness. It links these to frustration or disappointment and flags the review as actionable. On the other hand, a positive review about fast delivery and great packaging gets tagged with the right topics and emotions, but marked as non-actionable. This way, you don't just see what people are saying. You see whether you need to act on it. By tagging emotions, ClearPulse extends sentiment into richer detail and captures both emotions and polarity. As of now, ClearPulse accepts data through a simple Excel upload. We are working on enabling automated ingestion pipelines from various data sources, and you'll be notified as soon as new channels are available. This will let you bypass file upload and automatically fetch conversations. Now, back to file upload. You'll find a template file available for download. This file has 5 columns: channel name, review text, location, product, and date. The fields are straightforward. Channel is where the review comes from. Review text is the actual comment. Location is the city or country. Product is optional. Use it if you want to tag reviews by product line or brand. Date is when the review is posted. Out of these, review text and date are mandatory. Please note, the fields channel, location, product, and date are later available as filters, so if you already have this information tagged, it's best to include it. As basic Excel hygiene, make sure your file doesn't contain merged cells or special formatting, and don't change the column names or their order. Once ready, simply upload your file. If you face any issues, you can always reach out to us for support. On the right-hand side of the Start Here page, you'll see 2 helpful tables. The first table shows recent uploads and processing status. Here you'll see details like the file name, upload date, review count, and the processing status. The status is important. Whenever you upload a file, ClearPulse immediately starts analyzing it, tagging each review with up to 3 topics, detecting emotions, and identifying whether the review is actionable. While this is happening, the status will show as under process. Depending on your file size, this may take a few seconds to a few minutes. Once it changes to data available, your dataset is ready to explore. Only at that point can you dive into analytics or use agentic AI to query your data. For the sake of this tutorial, we have set one campaign to under process. So you may notice the status has not changed for a while. The second table shows your latest campaigns and sub-campaigns. This lets you quickly track what you've added. You'll also find a delete option if you want to remove an entry, with more detailed management available in the My Campaigns section.